What if the only child of a nation's president was suffering on the streets, hungry, homeless, and unloved simply because she didn't know who she truly was? This is Bizola's heartbreaking story. Abandoned, adopted, and later thrown out, she crossed paths with her real mother, the First Lady, without either of them knowing the truth. How did it all happen? And will she ever discover her true identity? Sit back, relax. Let's find out in this amazing story. And if you are joining us for the first time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Zen interesting stories like this. Let's dive in. Who stole the meat in this pot? Mummy Aduni's voice thundered through the house like a war drum. Plates clattered. The twins, barely 5 years old, scampered to a corner, startled. Bisola stood, frozen beside the sink, her small fingers still wet from washing the plates she hadn't even eaten from. I said, "Who stole this meat?" Mommy Adoni roared again, lifting the lid of the steaming pot. Only 2 pieces of meat remained. "I didn't touch anything," Bisola said quietly, barely above a whisper. "You're lying, you ungrateful witch," the woman spat. Her hand flew before Bisola could blink. A hot slap landed on the girl's cheek, sharp and humiliating. Tears welled in Bizola's eyes, but she didn't cry out. She had learned that crying made things worse. "After everything we've done for you, picking you from the gutter like a dway, raising you like our own, this is how you repay us." Bisa wanted to scream. "You didn't pick me out of love. You picked me because you wanted to look good at church." But she said nothing. Her stomach growled in protest. She hadn't tasted meat in weeks. Her adoptive father, Baba Adoni, walked in, drawn by the noise. He adjusted his wrapper and looked straight at Bisola. "She must go," he said flatly. "We warned her. She's now a thief on top of being a burden." "I didn't steal." Bisola tried again, but Mommy Adoni grabbed her by the arm and dragged her to the living room. "You think this is your real home? That we owe you anything? Let me remind you, we adopted you out of pity when you were just 2 years old, and now God has blessed us with our own children. You're no longer needed here. But I'm sorry, please don't throw me out." Bisola pleaded, trembling. Too late. Baba Adoni, open the front door. Carry your things. In fact, you have nothing. Just leave. The twins watched with wide, confused eyes as Bisola was pushed out the door. No shoes, no bag, just the thin gown she had worn since morning. The door slammed behind her. Lock clicked, and just like that she was understand what had just happened. Her chest heaved with silent sobs. Her legs trembled. She had nowhere to go. Neighbors peeked through their curtains but said nothing. Nobody wanted to meddle in family matters. She walked aimlessly into the night, her stomach empty, her heart shattered. She wandered for hours, dodging okadas and sleeping dogs until she found herself at a market square. She curled up behind a stack of crates, shivering as the night breeze wrapped around her like a punishment. Her cheeks still stung from the slap, her eyes burned with exhaustion. She stared into the darkness and whispered, "What did I do wrong?" No answer, just a distant rumble of a generator. For the first time in her life, Bisola felt like she truly didn't belong anywhere. Not. Even the streets welcomed her. She had no parents, no home, no bed. She didn't even know her real name. Bisola was the name the orphanage gave her. Was that even hers? Why was I born if nobody wanted me? She cried softly into her knees, trying not to attract attention. At dawn, a woman sweeping the market chased her away with a broom. "Oh, Li, dirty girl, go back to your parents." "I don't have any," Bisola whispered, dragging her tired legs down the road. She approached a food stall and begged, "Please, I'm hungry." The woman hissed and turned her back. "God forbid I feed a street thief." Bisola collapsed beside a wooden kiosk, too weak to keep walking. She hadn't eaten in 2 days. Her head throbbed. Her stomach felt like a hole. When the kiosk owner arrived, he kicked her leg. "Go before police will come and say, I'm hiding a criminal." She stumbled away again. By evening, Bisola sat under a broken shed near a mechanic's shop, curled up like a wounded animal. A boy her age handed her half a bottle of water and a torn piece of bread. She took it like it was gold. "Where's your family?" he asked. She didn't answer. He stared at her for a moment. "Set life is hard.